The tech industry is famous in coining new jargons and now comes into limelight with words like work. Pandemic has disrupted the working style in many ways, like work from office to work from house to work from anywhere, and now the jargon is work elsewhere. After Meta, Twitter, and Microsoft, now Amazon starts firing employees, asking them to find work elsewhere. Hello and welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. The pandemic may have made some tech companies surprisingly rich, but the environment in which they are trying to make money now is simply harder. It's clear that there are headwinds for the industry after a period of unsustainable growth coming out of the pandemic, iOS privacy changes, growing competition, and macro headwinds. As a result, the top four firms, namely Tata Consultancy Services, Infosys, HCL Tech, and Wipro, added only 28,836 employees in the second quarter ending September, a massive 45% drop from the 52,842 added in the previous quarter. These are not encouraging news for the $227 billion strong Indian IT industry, but it is on an expected line. When the world is fighting during high inflation and Russia-Ukraine induced economic uncertainty, IT spending is likely to come down in the near future. The big tech companies represented by FAANGM, that is Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google and Microsoft, have crashed in 2022, passing through unprecedented times with the value of this group falling 36% to date, which is about double the rate of the rest of the US stock market. These unprecedented times impact the tech companies globally. General thesis is cloud adoption slowing, data center has become cost center, disruption from outside Silicon Valley and secular growth days are over. Tech companies that enjoyed strong growth in the early days of the pandemic are feeling the effects of a new reality of high inflation, rising interest rates, currency headwinds, and other issues on their income statements. The slowdown in personal computer sales and digital advertising seen earlier this year appears to be spreading to areas such as cloud computing that were thought to be resistant to economic weakness. The overall macroeconomic climate has necessitated that the global tech giants take a more cautious, measured, and strategic approach with their investments going into 2023. Throughout the tech industry, innovation will continue to be imperative. The economic outlook is creating headwinds for small businesses, but many now see tech as the key to thriving in uncertain times. Let us now look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. RBI Governor to meet the chiefs of public sector banks for review. The Reserve Bank of India has called a meeting of the chiefs of public sector banks to discuss issues relating to credit growth and the use of technology by banks. According to the agenda shared with banks for the meeting, the central bank has sought their views on the sustainability of credit growth and whether there are any risks arising out of the high credit growth and the relatively slower growth in deposits. Dataprotection bill will end the misuse of customer data. Minister of State for Electronics and IT Rajiv Chandrasekhar said that the proposed data protection bill will put an end to misuse of customer data and violators will face punitive action under the rule. In August, the government withdrew the personal data protection bill from Lok Sabha and said it will come out with a set of fresh legislations that will fit into the comprehensive legal framework. China-backed hackers reportedly breached a digital certificate authority. A suspected Chinese state-sponsored actor known as Billbug has breached a digital certificate authority as well as government and defense agencies located in different countries in Asia as part of an ongoing campaign since at least March 2022. The activity appears to be driven by espionage and data theft. However, no data is said to have been stolen till now. Billbug is an 8PT group that is believed to operate on behalf of Chinese interests, targeting government and military organizations in Southeast Asia. Abhijit Bose steps down as WhatsApp India head. WhatsApp's head of India, Abhijit Bose, and Rajiv Agarwal, that is Director Public Policy, Meta India, have resigned from their positions. The company said that Rajiv Agarwal has decided to step down to pursue another opportunity. Shivnath Thukral has now been made Director, Public Policy for all Meta brands in India. In his new role, he will lead policy development initiatives across Meta apps, that is Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp in India. He has been part of the public policy team since 2017. BSNL to sign Rs 26,821 crore 4G deal with TCS. Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited has received the government's nod to go ahead with Rs 26,281 crore deal with Tata Consultancy Services. BSNL will give Rs 10,000 crore worth of purchase orders to TCS soon, with an aim to launch its 4G services by December 2022 or January 23. Tata Sons' unit Tejas Network will manufacture the equipment locally for BSNL. Additional 25,000 towers will be set up in areas affected by left-wing extremism, Lakshadweep Islands, and 4G saturation areas. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.